how did we meet?
I'll let you start.
Well, the first time that in the old student union that's just been torn down, Denise walked through and I told one of my fraternity brothers, there's a girl, that's one of the new girls, and that's a girl I'm going to go out with next.
I don't know. Yes, I do know actually. He saw me and just wanted to meet me. And so I think you asked my sorority sisters or somebody, you asked people and somebody said to me, Jim Carr wants to meet you, and I wasn't available, but I met him.
That's true. I did ask your sorority sisters, and I said, who is that pretty woman? And they told me, and so I kind of looked afar because I didn't think I'd have a chance, and built up my courage, and 47 years later,
I love your courage. Very funny.
it all turned out. It was great.
Yeah.
So I transferred here mid-year from California, and believe it or not, before I even met Katie, we were in the cafeteria and I turned over to one of my fraternity brothers, and this might sound crazy, but I looked to him and I said, I'm gonna marry that girl. I kid you not, and he can attest to it, but we were just talking about it before we came down here, but I said that, and it was crazy because I haven't even met her, but then it turns out I ran into her and we got to know each other, and she was actually born maybe an hour and a half from where I was born and raised in California, and she had moved to Des Moines, Iowa when she was about 2.
I worked in the cafeteria. My job in the cafeteria, one of my jobs in the cafeteria, was to check off the names of the people as they came in to make sure that they had paid. So I got to know everyone by name. My senior year, he came to school because Stephen came as a junior and was introduced to me by his roommate coming through the line for the first time.
So I had one of his girlfriend ask her if she'd be interested in going out with me. And so she said there could be a possibility, and so then we went on a SIGEP hayride, and I think we spent the next 2 years probably together every day.
We lived in Palmyra, and I taught school in Palmyra. He commuted the first semester, and then second semester, no.
Year and a half.
Yeah, you commuted the second semester, so he commuted a year and a half. We got married at Christmas time.
And he introduced me to Stephen Smith, and Stephen took my hand, looked me in the eye,
I guess we'll do this.
shook my hand, and said,
Hello, pleased to meet you. I kiss the hand I love.
and he kissed his own hand. At that point, I fell in love with him.
It was a lot of fun, and you liked teaching, and we had an apartment above your principal and on the edge of town.
Apartment above your principal, right across the street from the grade school.
And we stayed in touch with several friends from Culver, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was a great start.
All of junior year, we sort of lost touch and didn't talk at all. And then senior year is when we sort of just hit it off. We ran into each other and we sort of picked up right where we left off. And it made me realize, how much of an amazing and awesome person she was. And I definitely took advantage of that and was able to say, okay, I'm not going to let that relationship fall again. So the rest is history once we re-sparked our relationship in senior year. And
I tricked him into moving to Des Moines with me.
And 2 people further into the line that I knew, there was 2 more people, and I knew this fellow art student, and I told her, I've just met the man I'm going to marry.
She didn't tell that to me, though.
No, I didn't tell him that, but it was a sense of humor, and he still has it to this day. He has to if he lives with me. But then we courted for the year. He graduated the year after I did, so I hung around here and worked in the cat's paws. And then we married in the Dame's Garden, right outside where we met. Yeah.
So about 100 feet distance from where we met to where we got married. Again, that's Culver-Stockton. It's a family place.
Yeah.